Ohio. This morning, at least 2 gunmen are still at large after police say at least 12 people were shot near a festival in Toledo yesterday. Police say this happened around 5:30 in the afternoon near the Old West End Festival, an annual community celebration in Toledo's historic district. In a statement, police say many victims were taken to nearby hospitals. Right now, we know at least 2 people are in critical condition. Police say they're still searching for 2 suspects who were likely firing at one another. This week, a Minneapolis City Council committee voted 4-2 to reject the mayor's pick for the George Floyd Square People's Way development project. This comes 2 weeks after Mayor Jacob Frey chose the Minnesota Agape movement to receive exclusive development rights to the People's Way for 2 years. That portion of the George Floyd Square project would have involved replacing the former gas station at 38th and Chicago with a 6-story building that included a cafe and museum. But several council members said that's not the plan the community supported, and neither did they.
We are concerned that the Minnesota Agape movement may not have the experience and support for carrying out this proposed project.
The next steps after this week's vote will be for the full council to weigh in. If they also deny the Agape proposal, the mayor will have to decide whether to veto. A popular off-leash dog park will soon be closing after a renewed effort to protect a sacred site of the Dakota people. A Minneapolis Park Board committee voted to make that decision this week. The Minnehaha Park takes up about 6 acres along the Mississippi River near Fort Snelling. The Minneapolis Park and Recreation Board says they learned through studies as well as interviews with Indigenous historians and community members that the area around Coldwater Spring is of significant cultural and archaeological importance. Advocates have said it is a burial site. Park Board member Jason Garcia introduced the resolution that would begin the process of decommissioning the dog park.
We wanted to make sure that we were trying to combat the systemic removal of Dakota people from their lands, particularly these sacred sites.
Once decommissioned, the area will remain parkland and available to visitors, but not as an off-leash recreation area for dogs. The Park Board says it does plan to create a planning process before closing the area that would identify alternative off-leash areas in the city. Well, the painstaking process of preserving a piece of South Minneapolis history is now finished nearly a year after its discovery. Ian Russell shares the gold medal moment.
You remember this massive gold medal flower ad that this homeowner in South Minneapolis found under his siding last summer? I've got an update for you.
George and Lee Johnson say the past year has been crazy as they work to maintain this piece of Minneapolis history on the side of their home.
We re-insulated, modernized the wall, put on new sheathing, waterproofing barrier, drainage plan and everything too. So this essentially then carefully went back up onto the house.
General Mills, which makes gold medal flour, also helped financially. Some touch-up work was done, but for the most part, they've kept the same look. It is, after all, a piece of history.
It feels great to be done. You know, obviously any big project, and just how well it turned out. I'm just really thrilled.
Russell, follow for more news.